Okay, here we go. Part 3. I think first grade was when the memories start for fully setting in. We lived in kind of like a farmhouse. It's when I first started noticing like the treatment of me was definitely far different than the treatment of my brother. Almost like a favoritism. And my mom had been with her boyfriend since I was like 2. And I had my own room. He had his own room. Now this is a time where, just like those raised in the 80s, you'd get sent outside when they didn't want to deal with you. You'd pretty much go to school, come home. If you had homework, you did it, and then you'd go play outside if it was nice out. So we lived in a farmhouse. I'd pretty much go play in the fucking barns that weren't falling apart, wander the cornfields, whatever, ride my bike. We had a gravel driveway, so I couldn't roller skate, whatever. Play soccer, whatever fucking thing we had at the time. There was a cat, I'd go play with that. But there was starting to clearly be a double standard. Like, my room, there was a hole in the ceiling. The window was busted. So when it started getting cold out, my room was basically uninhabitable. Like, I could go play in there with my toys, but like, we have winter where it snows, it gets to be like negative whatever fucking degrees. Uninhabitable. I'd have to wear like a winter coat indoors to be in my room. Like, you could see through the roof to the outdoors in my closet. My window would be covered in ladybugs. For some weird reason, I don't know why it was ladybugs. It could have been any fucking bug. But it was like a swarm of ladybugs. But like, I would be like, hey, since my brother's only here every other fucking weekend, it's cold out, can I go sleep in his room? And then like, I'd get yelled at because I was sleeping in his room, even though I asked. And then there was one night, I remember, I got told to go clean up the yard, like pick up all the toys so like nobody ran over, say, like the soccer ball in the middle of the driveway. And I went to go do it, and I fell down the stairs doing it, like heading to go do it. So I came back in to fucking get bandaged back up, and of course I'm bawling because like I'm a first grader. And I just fucking fell down the stairs, and I'm getting yelled at because I'm bawling, and being told it's my own fault for not paying attention and being clumsy, and getting yelled at for not doing what I was asked to fucking do in the first place before coming back inside to get bandaged up. Not getting asked if I'm okay, first and foremost. But granted, I've talked to a lot of my friends raised around the same time, because, you know, we're all around the same age. It seems like this is a lot of the parenting style around this time. It's just like, a lot of the response to the kids crying was, do you need something to cry about? To get them to stop. Was a big response. Versus what we do now, and that's like letting the kids express their fucking feelings. And I don't know, like, the shift seems to get more and more advanced, like, the further it goes. And I don't know if it has to do with the link to my mom's boyfriend's alcoholism, as well as the link in their relationship getting worse. But, like, the closer to the end of their relationship, the more it seems to get taken out on me. Because they inevitably break up when I'm in 5th grade. And I want to say the tipping point is like around it's around 3rd grade, where I think it's around 3rd grade where I start getting hit with the belt, which, hey, back then, a lot of people don't see it as a big deal. But I started testing my limits with it. I started testing what I would get punished for. Sometimes I would get punished for actual stuff I did. I deserved it. No big deal. Like, hey, that time I actually took money out of the rent money to go buy something stupid at the store, totally deserved it. But that time that my brother did something stupid and I got blamed for it, not my fault. So there were lines. And then I learned sometimes the punishment got to be a matter of my reaction. If I didn't react, they kept going. So where does the punishment cross into abuse? Is where the question lied. Or lies, I guess. And then where does it cross? Where does the mental cross from just like time out and yelling to choosing to physically harm a child with just a swat to using an instrument like a belt? They made that choice. On to the next part.